It's Dean, not like the milk. The Bean Man. Is that
What?
right? That's your? I remember in school you coming in and you're like, my nickname's Dean now, and then
Like a fucking like goth chick. Like, uh, my name is my name is fuck. What's a my name is
Luna.
Ev my Avorion now. Refer to me my s- refer to me by anything but my slave name.
That's basically what you were like. But I remember you coming in
My
and
name is
being like, "My name's Dean," and then a guy that we went to school with was like, he was like the milk, and you're like, "No, with two e's." Um,
Man, I
and
wish I could go back in time and punch myself in the face. Be like, you dumb bitch. Nobody spells it that way. You dumb bitch.
well, okay, here's the one thing. This is one thing that I'm like secretly like super impressed by you by, is like you just came
Oh
into
shit.
school and were
Oh shit.
like, "Bam, this is my nickname," and like everyone was like, "Okay."
That is your nickname.
And then they just started calling you that.
Yeah.
Like, uh,
It was so much fun too to watch like the two. So here's what I did.
yeah.
I first came in giving my real name, and then about halfway through the day, I was like, "Fuck this!" So I started giving my nickname, my new nickname that I literally just pulled out of my ass, and I started giving it to every like. So half the people knew me as Andrew, and half the people knew me as Dean. And so about the second day, it was amazing to watch the two tribes like clash. It was like, "Sup, Andrew? What you mean, Dean?" And they're like, "No, his name's Andrew." It's like, "No, no, no, his name's Dean." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm just like standing in the background, just be like, "Yeah, fight over me, bitches."
Yeah, I'm the prom queen.
It was just funny to see which one won out
Yeah.
by the
Well,
end. By I think 2 years in, everybody's calling me Dean.
yeah. Dean just kind of rolls off the tongue better,
Yeah,
than
and
Andrew.
it's
Like
just
there's it's just one syllable. Dean,
yeah.
Dean, 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 Dean. Can make it like a
Dean, Dean,
song.
Dean, 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 Dean. Yeah,
Hey, Dean.
yeah.
I didn't even notice. Sorry, off subject. There's a
It's a lot.
family
It's a
walking in
lot.
the background. Sorry.
It's a lot easier for troglodytes to pronounce it.
Troglodytes?
Yeah, troglodyte. Let me look up the Webster's dictionary. Troglodytes,
Don't you
another
mean
word for
chocolatiers?
troglodyte. A troglodyte is a African horse that is often painted with black and white stripes.
So a
No,
jail
a
horse.
jail horse. A troglodyte is a person who lived in a cave.
Okay.
I don't know.
So a
It's a
tr-
word that I've heard people throw around when they want to demean someone.
so troglodyte is just like a synonym for pleb, basically. Like
Caveman.
in context.
Ooh, ooh, a grug. Another name for grug.
Gotcha. So like people use it now
You
like
have
a
grug and dean, both equally pronounceable. Grug, dean, dean, grug, dean, 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 grug, grug, grug. Super simple to roll off the tongue.
yeah.
I like to make my names appeal to the masses.
You certainly have a way with the masses, Dean.
Fuck's that supposed to mean? You can take that many ways.
I know, that's why I said it like that. Hoping that you'd just take it the way that you would want to take it.
Nice. I'm a genius.
Yeah, you're
I'm more than a
certainly special.
pleb. Oh, do I want to do this here right now?
What are you what are you thinking
Hmm.
about, Dean? Are you thinking it
Well, I'm thinking about a thing that I'm pissed off about with you, Ethan.
Good thing we
I'm
don't go to
like,
school together anymore.
and I'm like, how do I confront him about this? And like, and it just happened to graze my mind as we're doing this podcast.
Raised like a jail horse.
Yeah, graze like a baseball bat against your head. Hmm.
what? What are you talking about?
So, do you remember how we used to do D&D nights?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember how that's something that we can say that we used to do and not we're currently doing?
Are you saying that you want to play D&D again?
I'm saying that I got so invested in that after being not invested at all. It was so funny because you gave a talk like, all right, if you guys don't get like invested in this shit, I'm gonna stop. I'm like, I'm not invested at all, but whatever. And like the day after, I was like, man, I'm super invested in this now. And then like right after I got invested,
All
you're
right.
like, all right, you know what? You guys aren't taking this seriously. I'm like, for sake.
All right. No. All right. Do you want to hear my side of the story? You
Yeah, I
want
do want to
so
hear your side because I think you
okay.
definitely have some valid issues, like some
So,
valid reasons.
so it's like I want to say up front, okay, with D&D, I certainly enjoy I there was never a time with playing with you guys that I didn't enjoy the time. It's just not what I wanted, like when I wanted to play D&D, like what I wanted to experience with it. So I was much more opening with like, all right, this might be more of like, let's just do game nights and not D&D strictly,
Mm.
because uh, for me, I probably take D&D probably a little too seriously, I guess you could say, because I enjoy this. I enjoy the story. I enjoy
No,
like
well,
creating characters, and
yeah, we were kind of spitting on him.
well, I mean, yeah, in a way, but like and that's a style too. You could play D&D like that, and like that's fun if that's what everybody wants to do, but not everybody wanted to play like that at the table.
Yeah.
Um, so it was hard. I was in a place of where I was working really hard for like trying to make a cool story and cool characters, and it just felt like that's not what you guys wanted to do, which is fine. But I wasn't prepared, I guess. I didn't I don't think I communicated effectively with you guys with what I wanted. And then after when I started kind of getting let down by like, man, there's some cool stuff and I feel like they don't really care about it. Um that's when I like talked to tell you guys and was like, "Hey, here's the thing." And
Yeah.
then and then and like again, like it's cool if that's how you guys want to play. I just would have to like recondition or like re-center myself on the goal, on what the goal of actually playing is. Because my goal was, like I said, to create a fun story, cool characters, cool experience, and your guys' goal was to just have fun. And I didn't. I guess like I want to have fun too, but just in a different way. And
I would have fun, but I want to have the real fun that's structured and that makes sense, and it isn't about talking about the main character's tits.
so like I'm good playing either way. It's just I prefer to play that way. And I was
The right way?
not the right way, just the different way. Just the different way. I want to be very clear because you can play however you want. But um yeah, it's hard too because like everyone there was so like there's like everyone who sat at that table is like ridiculously funny and smart and clever, and all you guys have like a lot to
Yeah.
say, and
Yeah.
it makes it hard to like focus on the game, and like the group was getting a little big, and but I gotta say I enjoyed a lot of my time. Like I really enjoyed making like the puzzle rooms for you guys, and it was cool when you guys were like working together and you guys did awesome stuff, and I was like, oh, this is cool. um but it was, I guess, outweighed by the times where it felt like a lot of time, not wasted, but wasted like a distracted from the game.
Yeah. No, I totally understood your point of view of you put a lot of effort into it and we didn't appreciate the effort you were putting in. Like and it kind of comes with playing D&D for a while. Like when you come into playing, you don't realize just how much effort the dungeon master has to put in. And like the other thing is that you being our first dungeon, I mean, how many, let's see, who at the table was it was their first time? Me, Aaron,
Quentin.
Quentin, the three of us.
Yeah.
And the three of us were the ones who were taking it the least seriously.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
And I think it's just we didn't understand how much effort you'd put in because we'd never had a dungeon master. Like I've played with some other guys, and it definitely, I can definitely tell how much more effort you put in to the story and how much work. And they're like, "Oh man, I put so much effort into the story." And I'm like, "This is like, I mean, it's what they've done is great, but it's like." It like gives you a whole other mindset of like, oh shit, Ethan really spent a lot of time on like really worked on this stuff. Like it's just something that you don't really realize it when you've never messed with it.
Yeah.
And I guess to take this as our form, but I mean, I guess I don't know if I can speak on behalf of them, but this is definitely my formal apology for dicking around a little too much and not really taking it as serious and not giving you giving you and your story the respect it deserves. Because
Well, I mean,
it,
I could have like communicated like better at the beginning because like I didn't know what I was. That was the first time DMing for me, so
yeah.
like I didn't know what I was doing, and I uh, I had expectations, and that's
Mhm.
normally when you have expectations that aren't communicated. That's where like that's
Mm,
where a lot of things go wrong.
I was gonna say something, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this time to make fun of Ethan again.
I mean, that reveals a
It's
lot about
so
your character. It's
yeah,
so. Were you
yeah,
about to say it's
exactly.
so easy? Is that what you were about to say?
I don't know what was I
You
gonna.
asshole.
uh,
I know, but you don't have to point it out.
it's
Damn.
it's so easy for me to be an ass, is what I was trying to say,
Oh.
because I am one.
Whoa. You are nothing but cheeks and an asshole.
uh,
Oh, big check mark because I guess capitalism.
you also guessed Sorry,
Yeah.
I mean you guessed it correctly. That's what counts.
That was before a lot of things got drawn.
Hey, I will have to say you had the one drawing. This is me trying to draw a red circle.
Oh, for
Watch this.
Japan.
Watch this. Watch again. No. I was trying to draw. Yeah, there we go. Draw a line through a red circle to say that it's not this. I don't know. I still, at this point, I had no idea how I was going to draw socialism or communism.
Dude, communism's easy. You just draw a hammer and a sickle.
A hammer and a sammer. A hammer and a sammer.
I suck at talking. I've realized that I mix words up very easily, and
Yeah.
I feel like I have some sort of
So that
speech
being
impediment.
said, you know what we should do, Ethan?
What?
We should do a podcast.
Yeah, I know it's a great idea. And on that podcast, I should say tongue twisters and read Fox and Socks.
Yeah. Say Irish wristwatch 5 times
Irish?
fast.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Wristwatch. I
So close, dude.
that was
You were
way
so
better than I
close.
expected.
All right, one more.
Okay.
Unique New York.
Oh my gosh. 5 times?
Yes.
I can already sense it like in my throat. My throat is tightening up.
Your
It's
tongue is like getting large. You're
yeah.
flipping over.
Okay, all right. Oh, frick. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Nice. All right,
Oh,
are you ready for this?
okay.
Unique New York. 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 Unique. Damn it.
When unique, you nork.
When unique. You...
All right, hold on. I got one for you.
I
Uh,
don't know.
toy boat. 5 times.
Toy, toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat.
Yeah, you did it.
Good job. You want a sticker?
Frick, you did it.
Wait. All right. Okay, I got another one.
All right.
Say silk.
Silk.
Yes.
Okay, silk.
Now spell it.
Silk.
Now say it again.
Silk.
Now what do cows drink?
Water.
Damn, you got it. I would.
I got
Yeah, that
big
one.
brain. I got big brain, dude. I got
Big brain
a
time.
big brain. I guess because uh, there we go. I made a sentence. I don't
Look,
know where
ma.
I do that where I like start sentences and I don't know how to finish them. I'm like, dang it, Ethan, here we are again. What you got yourself into?
You were just like autocorrect, autocomplete, something please.
Ah,
You just
duck
start
it.
typing. You start typing the sentence into your phone and hope that it just starts auto completing the rest of it for you.
Yeah. How I do that a lot with words I don't know how to spell because I'm a terrible speller too.
Dude, if I forget how to spell it, I will tell you that if I'm texting you,
Mm-hmm.
every third text is misspelled, probably.
No, yeah, I know. But I just thought
Like,
you do that on purpose. Like it just kind of adds to like the spasming text flurries of just like that's how I would
yeah,
that's how I describe your messages. It's like seizures.
but like honestly, with autocorrect, it's gotten really dumb.
It has.
It used to be really good, but now it'll autocorrect. What did it autocorrect the other day? I tried to type something and it was like, "Me big brain, don't you mean?" I think I was trying to put. It was a fairly common word. Four. It was like four letters.
The
Um,
F word.
don't you mean duck?
Yeah.
It was
The
like it was a word that you don't use often, but it wasn't like Shakespearean or Old English or anything.
like thus.
Yeah, it wasn't something like that. It wasn't like a correct thus to this. It was like, but it was something similar. Like I can't remember. But anyway,
Well, that's the
autocorrect
worst.
dumb.
Yeah, I mean the most aggravating thing about it is when you know you've spelled a word correctly and then it changes the word to something else.
Yeah.
It's like why would you? It's correctly spelled and you have to like check mark it. At least on my phone, you have to like hit the check mark, be like, yes, this is what I
hmm
want to say, and then the phone is
And
like, okay, dumbass. I guess. I guess
then when
you're
you're like,
talking about. I guess you're talking about sex, but I thought you were talking about cute little animals. Idiot.
uh, yeah, and then if you're like me, you don't even you just completely forget that the check mark's a thing, and so you retype it three times because every time you retype it, it recorrects it. It's
Yeah.
like let me fix that for you. And you're like, no, back,
Stop
back, back, back,
fixing.
re- and you hit space and like, damn it,
Yeah.
because it corrects it right.
Oh.
My other thing is my space bar is so close to the in key that my thumbs will accidentally hit in. So a lot of times you'll see
Like N
like
appear at the end of a word.
in no, you'll see t like this in and in that in like instead of space you just see ins all over through my sentences. And it'll just feel like a giant word and it'll say, "Oh, it'll take that entire word and be like, "Oh, did you mean Constantinople?" I'm like, "No, I meant
did you
kill yourself,
did you
phone."
mean wigwam? Oh shoot. Yeah. Phones are starting to reach the they're going over the pinnacle. There's not
Over
much.
the pinnacle.
Yeah, they're not really like improving much. It seems like these days with them.
Oh, like they kind of topped out in high school and now they're going to college.
It's like, oh, you want a new phone? It's got another camera on it.
It's actually got four cameras on it.
We purposely made it a little bit better, but not the best, so that we have something to do for the next edition of phones we bring out, so they can be something to, leave space for us to work on. Oh man. I'm eligible for an upgrade right now. I have to look into what phones I might want to get.
Are when you mean you're eligible, do you actually need to upgrade your phone, or does the people who you paid a bunch of money to say, "Hey, you kind of stopped paying us money because you paid off your phone. How about you get a new phone so you can pay us more money?"
It's like I guess our phones are technically like rented.
Mm,
I just pay a monthly for the service and for the phone, and So it shouldn't. I don't believe it should be
Yeah,
charged anymore to just get a better
they
phone.
may make you pay some like down payment, but yeah, if it's free, then definitely get it upgraded because that's like, yeah.
I forget because it's been so long since I've upgraded my phone. Do you have to like remember all your passwords for everything? Or does it just like when they load it, is it like all good? Because I'm scared to like
Um,
lose some of my passwords on a few things and I don't remember.
it depends. I've got a bunch of passwords saved too. Um, beep,
This is a great
and
picture.
and so I store all of my passwords on, and that's where I keep it. So when I transfer phones, I just log into and then get all my passwords from that service.
Okay, I think I'd probably understand you better if I didn't have the beeps censoring. But that's fine. I know what you're talking. I know what you mean.
How did we graduate high school?
We were homeschooled.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but honestly, college is one of the toughest parts of my life.
Really?
Yeah, like after getting out of
Mm-hmm.
college, it was like, wait, are you saying that I can like stop doing work after 5? Like I don't have to work on homework like throughout the night? You saying that I only work between the hours of 8 and 5 and I only work 5 days a week? I don't have to worry about turning stuff in on Sunday at 11:59 and I don't have to write any more papers? And also you're paying me and I'm not paying you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, those are some good points.
so
Yeah.
much better.
Um, I don't know. I miss things about school. I miss like I need to be more active on self growth because I miss like the classroom and learning and um I don't know. I kind of that's why I kind of enjoy this podcast a little bit because I feel like I learn a little bit. And I definitely enjoy
Oh, well, you really shouldn't use this as any sort of source of
this.
truth.
This is my source of education, Dean. I'm really depend.
Shit, I need a legal disclaimer. We need to
I
start putting a
I'm
legal disclaimer in
dependent.
front of this because I'm going to get so much hate mail
I'm
from being like, for people being like, so I followed your advice about being an asshole and my wife left me.
I'm dependent on you, Dean, to help further my education past college. Oh man. And this obviously this footage recording was from our show and tell. What we did over the weekend. Um, oh
I don't
man.
remember you blowing a snake's dick.
Uh I sure do. Oh shoot. How do we end up every time
Hey, Ethan.
we do this? I feel like
Ethan, can I ask you a question?
maybe.
What type of animal is a bee?
What type of animal is a bee?
What type of animal is a bee?
I mean, it's an insect, right?
Yes. How many legs do insects?
You can't see the other two. It lost them in the war.
To be fair though, the bee movie did only have like
Yeah, they only had
wait,
two. They only had 2 legs and 2 arms. I mean, what? Yeah, that's right. That's the correct number. Why did I have to stop and think about that?
uh I always these podcasts are always interesting because I'm always like a funny little joke. I'm like, but do I want to make Ethan have to edit more or
These really don't require a ton of editing. Um,
you just got to remember now where's the part that he said
yeah,
that very racy joke?
that's the thing. That's
Where's the
the
part that's gonna get us put in jail for hate speech?
that's what takes the most time is like, oh, I know there's something that was said that I don't want included, and so I have to like
Where's the
run
part that he'll
through.
mention his social security number?
Where's the yeah? Where's, where's the part he talked about? Never mind.
About
I
how
don't
he
even want to
voted
say it.
Hitler.
Oh yeah, that's the safer route. That's the safer route. I'm glad you made the joke. Um,
Let it be known that voting for Hitler was the safer route. I want that on a T-shirt now. Voting for Hitler was the safer route.
well, that's one of those things where it's like that's funny in this context, but just wearing that shirt around, people would.
What are you, a Nazi?
Dude, look at that leg. Oh my god, I'm so impressed by that. Oh, so good.
That leg and the
It's like the toes
uh
pointed, like, and then I messed it up with the circle. Yeah, don't even talk about the sagging sack of whatever is hanging off beside it, whatever growth that is. But that leg, ah, oh, that's why I circled it and ruined it with the leg. And I make the giant poop. See, look how I even drew it with the second leg of the pantyhose not filled. Did you see that? Pretty talented. If you were going to be talented at one thing, Dean, what the super long torso and neck, what would it be though? You are
hmm
the world's best blank.
I'm thinking like something to do with communication, maybe.
Like world's best.
World's best interpersonal communicator or something along those lines. Like
Okay.
if you can get in and communicate, not just like talking, but just like not just you being able to communicate one way, but also being able to understand what somebody else is
Mm.
saying. Like
Yeah.
if you're the best at it, then you would be able to
Don't you think that'd be really
like,
frustrating?
oh, if you're the best and nobody else is.
And like,
Hmm.
so you're like, why don't you understand this? Like,
So
I.
then maybe I'm not the best communicator.
Oh man, snap.
Like it's
That's
not.
true.
The thing is, I could still be the world's best communicator and still have an issue
Yeah.
communicating with people. Um, but I would be the best at it.
Yeah.
It's
Well, because
it,
part of the responsibility falls on them too to be able to understand.
just because you're the best at something doesn't mean that you're object. Like when you say the best, you mean the best of people at it.
Yeah.
Like that also
Not
that
that you're perfect at it and.
I mean that also that limits you in that humans technically have a limit to how perfect they could be, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
I don't know, what would you say if you could be the best at anything? What would you be?
The best anything. I don't. It's a simple question, but it's a hard one to answer, and I don't know. I don't. There's so much that
Five,
I love to do.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Stripper. I don't know. Like, there's so
I
much
could
that I
see it.
like to do. You can
Black.
see it.
What do gay bachelor parties look like? Is it more of a bachelor party or more of a bachelorette party? Like, what do you have a bunch of male strippers, or
Where are
or
you
do you
going
have?
with this? I don't. I mean, I bet you would have. I bet it'd be like a combination of the two. You'd probably have.
Dude, that'd be perfect.
If it was okay, if you were gonna go like stereotypical bachelor slash, yeah, I mean it would be a
Bachelor
bachelor
party.
party if it's two guys, and then so this one guy he'd probably have, the dancing, the drinks, and then guy strippers, and
Hmm.
then probably maybe like a mechanical bull. Um, yeah, and then probably forget it all the next morning and end up in Vegas married
What
to
are
a
you supposed
stripper.
to do? What are you supposed to do in a regular, not a regular, gosh, a a what is it? Because it's not PC. It's
Not PC.
it wouldn't be regular, but the historically more common bachelor party.
Well, I mean, like, are you just talking like modern? Are you actually talking like what
I'm
did
I'm
bachelors do
talking
in
like
with?
what straight men do for their bachelor parties.
I don't know. I mean,
Like
in
it's just
movies
because
and
like
stuff, it's all like dancing and parties and stuff. But I would
yeah,
hate that.
no.
I wouldn't want
Well,
that.
like with a bachelorette party, it's usually like I've always seen on shows, they just have like a bunch of dildos and like strippers and
Yeah.
like things like that. But for like, there's no like uh, just stereotypical thing that bachelors do for their parties.
Yeah. I think okay, so like
All they do
in
is
the
like getting
show
hammered or something.
in in the show it's not The Office. What's the Pawnee
Hmm.
what is that called?
Hmm.
What's that show
Parks and
called?
Rec.
Parks and Rec, where they have their bachelor party. They're like playing tabletop games and stuff for Ben Wyatt. Um, he's like a total nerd, and so he gets all the guys together, and he plays some kind of like tabletop game or something with
As
them.
it should be.
Yeah, I was like, that'd probably be my style of bachelor party. Just like have a game night with my wedding party.
Because that is pretty interesting. Because in that show, you did see like each one had their own different interpretation of what the bachelor party is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point to bring up. I didn't even think of that. Um, I think that I mean movies and stuff and shows they seem to always have the go-to, seemingly at least what I've watched of, the party with the loud music and the drinks and then strippers and uh, possible drug use and just crazy times. But I don't really know how realistic that is. I
No, yeah,
feel
it's definitely not realistic.
I feel like it's probably more realistic. I don't know. It's hard for me to say too because I don't I don't know tons of people, so maybe more people are like that than I realize.
Yeah, I'd like to say it's a lot of like guys' parties. I want to say is a bunch of just getting together, doing some stupid stuff together while
Mm-hmm.
drunk, or um, going somewhere fun, like going to a laser tag place or something, like
Yeah, that
or
sounds like fun.
paintball, or
Oh,
doing
paintball, yeah.
something like that, like some like that's what we're going skydiving or some crazy stuff like that. It's like a once you're married, your wife would never let you do this kind of a thing. Go drive go karts or something like that. Like
My wife won't ever let me drive go-karts. She's like, honey, I got one rule for you. No go-karts. Once we're married, go-karting's over. Guys, gotta go to the ring. We gotta go. We gotta go go-karting. I'll
I
never be
mean,
able to drive at 20 miles per hour in an open vehicle ever again on a Mario Kart-like based track.
if that was the only restriction for a relationship, so you're saying as long as I just don't drive a go kart, we're good. Like,
That's it. You know my history with go-karts.
but like, I can bang your bridesmaids. Like, this we cool. So is it? It's politically incorrect to say the gays, correct?
I I don't know. Is it?
I feel
I
like it
don't know
is.
what's in I feel like I don't know what's incorrect anymore because of I just have a switch that's like don't say anything risky and then so I don't know
That's
actually where the line
broken for
is.
years.
Huh?
That switch's been broken for years.
Well, it's definitely been broken at a few points, but most of the time where I'm in this situation and I'm like, all right, I probably shouldn't make people feel bad. I flip the switch and then I just become boring.
The
Probably
issue is that
is.
anything that can make somebody offended is politically incorrect. So
So do you
there's
think it's
such a
offensive to say the gays?
yes, somebody would take offense at that.
But oh, we're at the end of the recording thing.
Holy, wow. Well, there
But
you go.
to
Just
finish,
you can't say the gays anymore, guys.
but just to finish off this thought real quick, could you like anybody could take offense to pretty much anything? But
Correct.
so isn't everything politically incorrect?
Correct.
So
That's
therefore,
that's
using that same logic and the law of attribute, what's it called? Attribute. I don't remember what the law, it's a mathematical term, then
Sure.
everything is uh, also correct. If everything is incorrect, then it is also equally correct, right?
I don't think so, but I'm not saying that your analysis is completely wrong.
Well, because it's like if everything was considered, no matter what, it's considered offensive, then what can you say that's not offensive? There is nothing that you can say that is not offensive.
It'd be
Therefore,
contextual. It's not that everything is offensive, it's that everything can be offensive.
so
Everything has the
everything,
possibility to be
so everything
offensive.
has the possibility to not be offensive as well.
Yes.
That's
But that
Schrodinger's cat for you.
just because something has the possibility to be not offensive doesn't mean that it's quite possible that my great great grandmother is alive. That's totally possible, but she's not. Well, that signs it up for this time, guys. We'll have to see
Yep.
you next week.